So next we're going to be gathering rupees. So you want to head out here and you want to climb the vines and jump off to this platform on the right, and you can blow the hot grass that is on this little platform that we ignored earlier. So blow the hot grass to make the hawk appear. Once again, you can press the minus sign to skip over this cutscene if you don't like to stay here. Now just a quick comment while we were waiting for this. Rupees, by the way, are wrought silver. It means that they, take it to forge and whatnot and get all the impurities and stuff out of it to make it into a coin and stuff. And so rupees are actually a currency in India and Indonesia and Afghanistan and such. And in any case, usually they're not clear like this, but in this game they're almost like jade or something. I don't know. In any case, the entire Zelda series uses rupees as a currency. In any case, you want to use the hawk to knock down the hornet's nest or whatever, the beehive that is up in that tree that Hanch was looking at. And you can actually go talk to Hanch himself, and he will kind of be ashamed of himself that, why didn't I think of that? And he'll say, well, you beat him to the punch and you knocked down the beehive, so he's not going to let you have the bee larva. So you can get bee larva here for free rather than buying it at Sarah's shop. And you'll notice when you stand over it, it turns into a little like bottle symbol. And so you can put your bottle on your B button and you can empty out the milk and you can use it to scoop up some of the bee larva. Bee larva is used to apply to your fishing rod to make it like bait. It allows you to catch fish easier, as well as more varieties of fish. Just makes fishing better overall. In any case, you can climb up these vines here, and once you get on top, you'll see that there are some rupees that are on top of this branch up here. Yay! So you can use your analog stick to move slowly, and you can go gather these rupees. Just try not to fall down. The blue one is worth 5 and the yellow one is worth 10, so altogether you should have 15 rupees total so far. So with that, you want to hop on down, and you can roll by simply holding forward on the analog stick in the direction you're facing. This will make Link roll when he hits the ground, and thus he won't take any damage. It depends on how high you're falling from, of course. But yeah, try to roll whenever possible, whenever you're jumping from a high location. Now, you can also smash the pumpkins. If you smash too many of them, then Jaggle will actually yell at you, but there are rupees inside the pumpkins. Ouch, I would hate to bite into one of those. In any case, you can also run through the bushes to get rupees. Sometimes they have green rupees, which is up with 1, so that's another way you can get rupees in town. Now, just a quick comment, later on, there's actually a purple rupee that is near the water wheel. There's a cool trick where you can pick up a cuckoo and you can use the hot grass to grab the cuckoo and bring it to you while you're up on that upper platform, and you can jump to the water wheel and get the purple rupee. However, the purple rupee is worth 50. However, the purple rupee is not there at this time, so I do not want people yelling at me saying, you forgot that rupee, because it's not there. In any case, you want to head on top of the mayor's house. You want to climb the ladders, get over here, get behind the house, climb the ladder, and then up here you will find a yellow rupee, which is worth 10. So we have quite a bit of rupees at this point. There's one more we can grab. So you want to play the hot grass that is up here. You want to blow into it, and this will make another hawk appear. And you'll see that, unfortunately, hawks cannot grab rupees. You'll see that over here on the side here, there's a yellow rupee up on that platform. However, you can grab cuckoos. So these cuckoos are the Zelda word for chickens. I'm not really sure why. In any case, you can grab the cuckoo and you can use it to fly over to this platform and grab the yellow rupee, which is worth 10. So you should have 38 rupees total. So that should be more than enough to buy the Slingshot. You can use the cuckoo to fly back to the other side of town if you like. You actually go faster on the ground, so you can drop it and head on into Sarah's Sundries. So once inside, you want to just go ahead and purchase the Slingshot. And the Slingshot uses Slingshot pellets, which are found all over the place. You can actually kill enemies and stuff to find them. You can find them in pumpkins, because you can also use pumpkin seeds as ammo for it. So Sarah actually starts kind of making fun of you, of sorts, and she says, oh, she makes that comment like the Slingshot is for kids, so she's like, oh, come on, can't you please, share it with the other children and such, so it's kind of funny. So in any case, that's all we're going to do here, so go ahead and exit this area, and we're actually going to go take her advice, and we're going to go hang out with the children for a moment and show them the Slingshot. So as soon as you enter this area again, then you'll see that here is Russell. Here he says that he has delivered something to your house, and that you should go check it out. And he also sees that you have acquired the fishing rod that Colin made for you, so he's pleased about that. In any case, he'll then walk back to the village, and you'll see that there is now an enemy on the ladder that leads to Link's house. So he's going to have to kill it in order to get into his house. So it kind of forces you to use the slingshot right away. So you simply want to Z-target the enemy here, which is called a wall tula, and these guys will they'll kind of rush into you if you start climbing something nearby. But other than that, they don't have any other attacks, so they're pretty easy to defeat. One shot with a slingshot will do it in, so just Z-target it and then press the B button in order to shoot it with your slingshot. Once that's out of the way, then you want to head into the house and you open the chest to get the wooden sword. This is your first sword in the game, and it doesn't do very much damage, and I'm not sure if it will burn or not. I never actually had it around anything that was flaming, but in any case, it doesn't do very much damage, and it kind of acts as a tutorial to some more serious swordplay that you'll have later on in the game, of course. Now anyways, you want to run it forward, and now we can finally talk to the kids. Tallow, of course, is very excited that you have the slingshot, and Beth is surprised that you had enough money to buy it. In any case, the kids will then set up this very elaborate training grounds thing where they have all these targets, these wooden targets against the trees and such, and they have these scarecrows that they made up that have little pumpkins for heads. They're kind of funny. In any case, they ask you to go show off and everything, and Beth will, be like, hey, you guys are being childish, being so excited, but then she kind of looks excited herself. It's kind of funny. In any case, the slingshot is very easy to use. You simply use your Wiimote to point at the screen, assuming you have your pointer turned on. If not, you'll just only be using the analog stick. If you do have your pointer turned on, you'll use the analog stick to kind of move around, but you'll use the Wiimote to aim more specifically. So you'll see, like here, I aimed up a little bit to hit the targets, and then I use the Wiimote to aim around. In any case, once you do that, you can kill the scarecrows that are right in front of you. You can actually play with Z-targeting with these guys. You can aim while Z-targeting, so you can strafe and all kinds of stuff while you're shooting. It actually is very useful to avoid getting hit, especially against enemies that have range attacks and such. So this way you can keep moving and prevent yourself from getting hit. In any case, Tallow will say that you're so amazing and everything, and Beth will mention the sword, so Tallow will then beg you to show him how to use the sword. And at this point, you're actually forced to say yes, you'll show him, because if you just keep saying no, he'll just kind of demand that you say yes. Tallow will then be very excited, of course, that you finally say yes, and then the children will then teach you all of the basic sword attacks. I don't really know why they know them, but in any case, you wiggle the Wiimote back and forth to perform a horizontal strike, and then you can use a vertical slice by simply Z-targeting and then wiggling your Wiimote back and forth. Beth then wants you to do a stab attack. Notice that she's kind of getting excited now. Then in case you do a stab by holding forward on the analog stick and then while Z-targeting and then wiggling your Wiimote back and forth. And then you can use a spin attack by wiggling your nunchuck controller back and forth. And this attack is really awesome for attacking multiple enemies at once. It's also a strong attack. It'll knock a lot of enemies backwards too. And the final attack they want to show you is another strong attack, and it's the jump attack. And this guy you simply Z-target and then press the A button to make Link jump forward and smack it. So you can do that, and this will knock the head right off the pumpkin, the helmet off it, and they'll all be very excited. Whoa! In any case, then you'll see this after thing, and Tallow will say he gets it, maybe not, and he says he'll teach the monkeys a lesson, and he's got this like little wooden stick. Wouldn't really call it a sword, but then he sees a monkey, what do you know? And so he'll chase after it like crazy and yell at it. And so then all the other kids will chase after it too, so then you'll finally regain control of Link. So now we are going to have to chase after them, and so you're going to have to enter the woods, but first you're going to need Epona in order to get through this next area. So you'll see that Colin is blocking the way back to Ordon Village, so we can't go through there. So head on through here, and then you'll quickly find Beth here on the left, and she's concerned. She'll say that they ran off like crazy people. And so then you head on forward, and you'll see that there's Mallow up ahead too. He apparently got left behind. I don't know if he just couldn't keep up, or he just says they went that way. Maybe he's scared to go into the woods, or maybe he just knows better. I love how he's got like little teeny text. I don't know if it's just because he's a little person or because he's kind of like whispering. In any case, so we're going to go ahead and head forward. You want to avoid like knocking off this bridge. You can actually fall into the abyss here. So head into the next area and we'll tackle Farron Woods.